jajang. God, even the carbonara is spicy. Have you had a boob job? We just take for granted what we have. Tteokbokki. This isn't even the spicy flavour. It's just really spicy. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So we've just come to Hillford, which is located around Bukit Batok. It's close to Beauty World. And there is a new Korean store that has opened just today, I think. It's called SingSingMart. And so they basically asked me if I'd like to come down and check out their new store. And then I'm going to see what Korean snacks and food they've got. And then I'm going to meet you guys back home and we're going to do a Q&A mukbang eating show. So let's head on to SingSingMart. Pumpkin sweet rice drink. This looks so cute. I love the packaging on Korean snacks. All peach. I might have to get this one as well. They have all this coffee selection. This looks really cool. I love the packaging on all of this. Some kind of coffee drink. They have all the rice cakes you could ever want. Look at all these rice cakes. I know you guys love your instant noodles. They have tons of Korean instant noodles and tteokbokki rice cake. These look really good. The ladies just said that these Korean corn dogs are super popular. I've seen these all over YouTube actually. Oh, these look really good. What are these? Masks?
Vitamin.
Oh, vitamins. Wow, BTS vitamins.
Umbrella. First umbrella hat.
Ah, BTS umbrella. That's so cool. Wow, I did not know they had their own line of vitamins. That's crazy. I've just seen that they've got ginger tea and I think this is meant to be really good for gut health. So I'm going to get one of these. Okay, I got the goods. I'm going to check in with you guys when we get back home and we'll start eating. Can you see me? Okay, I think we're all good. So here we are. I feel like such a professional mukbang YouTuber. Some of you are asking, what does mukbang mean? Mukbang, which is the Korean word for eating show, some of you guys were asking. So basically, I'm just going to be eating a bunch of the products that I got from SingSingMart. So we have tteokbokki, I hope I'm saying that word correctly, which is basically Korean rice cakes. And they had all of these kind of instant rice cake flavors. And then I got this rice drink as well, which I wanted to try. I've never tried any of this before, so this is going to be real first reactions. And I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me. So we're going to eat and do a Q&A at the same time. So I'm going to start off with this original flavor. This was really easy to make, by the way. It's just boiling water and then you pop it in the microwave for like 2 minutes. I haven't had tteokbokki. I haven't had rice cakes in so long. Oh my god, that's really good, but it's really spicy. Oh my god, this isn't even the spicy flavor. Is this going to be a spicy rice cake challenge? Let me get some milk. Oh my gosh. Question number 1, what is your favorite food in Singapore? Honestly, this is probably my most commonly asked question. I get asked it every single time. I would say wonton noodles, probably my all-time favorite. That's what I go for most of the time. For me now, it's just like very much a comfort food. And then I would say Hainanese curry rice has been a recent favorite of mine in the past year. There's a stall at Maxwell Centre and it is so good. It's literally served up, just like plopped on the plate, and it does not look that appetizing, but trust me, it is so good. You get like Hainanese curry with the rice and like a meatball, and it is so delicious. Let's try a different flavour of, what should I try? Hot chicken. Oh my god, that means it's gonna get spicier up in here. Ooh, this one's slightly darker. I think all of these are going to be spicy. Oh my gosh. Definitely more of a chicken flavour though. That's nice. Just really spicy. Let me take the lids off of all of these. So we have a hot spicy flavour, carbonara rice cakes, sounds incredible, and Sacheon jajang, I don't know what that is. I'm going to Google that because I'm not sure what flavour that is. Oh, okay, it's a Chinese style Korean noodle dish made with thick sauce, diced pork and vegetables. Okay, I do think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever had it before. Okay, main thing you will miss when you leave Singapore. I think I've mentioned it many times, but probably architecture. I think like Singapore architecture is out of this world. It's so unique, one of a kind. I love how they've merged nature like with the architecture here. I just think it's absolutely stunning, and I love all the colonial like heritage and Peranakan architecture as well, so definitely that. The weather, just because not necessarily the heat but the sunshine, I'll really miss like having sunny days every day. And also I think just the efficiency of the country and how easy it is to access everywhere, and cheap public transport. Have you had a boob job? Wow, guys, I'm flattered, but no, I haven't had a boob job. Someone says, how do you maintain your weight as you age? You're so slim and petite. First of all, I am 4'11", so I am a lot smaller than like, I guess, the average human. So for that reason, I think I was always going to be quite petite. Weight wise, I don't weigh myself, like I don't hop on the scales and track my weight. I just go by like eyeballing my body, I suppose. About 3 years ago I came off of the pill, so I lost a lot of weight that way, naturally, because I think a lot of women do gain weight when they're on the pill. And then last year I went on keto for a little while, and I started going to the gym about 5 days a week, so I was burning fat and building muscle at the same time. Since then it's been a bit of a journey. I don't think I've maintained very well at all. I've had months where I eat really well and work out, and then months when I don't at all. So as for like maintaining, I don't think I've been the best at that, but I think the main thing is I've just made sure that I try and keep it as active as possible. I went from being someone that literally didn't exercise at all for years and years and years. Throughout the majority of my 20s, I just didn't exercise. So I'm a lot more active now than I ever used to be. So yeah, I think that's been the biggest change for me, is just making sure that I keep as active as possible. What's one thing that changed about you due to living in Singapore? That's a really good question. I'm just going to try this carbonara flavour because honestly it smells amazing and I can't resist it any longer. Let's go. Oh my god, even the carbonara is spicy. Wow, that sauce is delicious. You guys have to try this one, it's so nice. Okay, so one thing that's changed about me from moving to Singapore, I think has just been like, it's been just so nice to get a different perspective on life. It's really changed my outlook on a lot of things. I just encourage everybody, if you can, to try and live abroad just for a short while, because it really does give you the opportunity to, I guess, look at your life in a different way and get a different perspective on everything. When you're just living in one place your whole life and hanging around the same kind of people, I feel like maybe your views and your outlook on life is influenced just by that tiny circle you have. It's all you've ever known. So when you move abroad and experience different cultures and mix with people from all around the world, I just think it's quite humbling, and I don't really know how to explain it, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, do leave a comment below. I guess essentially what I'm saying is that I grew up in the UK and I was always quite ungrateful, I suppose, of what I had in the UK. I thought the UK was rubbish, a lot of bad things to say about it, and now I've been given a new perspective and think actually it really wasn't that bad, and there's some incredible things about the UK. And it's the same for Singaporeans that I meet here in Singapore who say, but Singapore's so crap, like why would you want to live here? We just take for granted what we have, and we always think that the grass is greener, and that's not always the case. So why I encourage people to maybe try and live abroad or study abroad is that it gives you a whole new perspective on life. What foods do you miss most from the UK that you can't get in Singapore? Honestly, I feel like most UK foods I can get in Singapore. There's a lot of British food that's stocked up in like cold storage. We have Marks and Spencer's, but the only thing with Marks and Spencer's is it is probably about 3 times the price of the price in the UK. So when I go into Marks and Spencer's, I almost have a heart attack at how expensive it is in there. That's always quite sad because then I can never really justify like buying anything. I buy some of the snacks there. I think the main thing for me is like crisps and snacks that we get from like our local convenience stores. You can't really get them here in Singapore, so there's lots of like crisps and chocolates and that kind of thing that I do really miss. Pretty much everything else, like I can get fish and chips here. Anything that I want to make, like anything that I may be missing, like a roast dinner or like, I don't know, beans on toast, like I can make it here, it's not impossible. So I would say probably just snacks. Is it easy to live a healthy lifestyle in Singapore as opposed to the UK? Before I answer that question, I'm going to try... Okay, let's try hot spicy. I know I'm going to die. And I just realised I've got all these rice drinks here, so I can have some of these if I need them. I'm scared. It even smells so spicy. Actually, that's not too bad at all. It's very sweet. I know that Korean food is like quite sweet, like sweet and sour. It's still spicy. Okay, healthier lifestyle. In Singapore, I would say it's quite difficult. Only reason being that hawker centres are incredible. Like we all know they're amazing. The food is delicious. It's super cheap. But the thing is, they're not always like very nutritious meals. There's not much veg or nutrition in hawker centre food. Unfortunately, it's mainly just like carbs. So you can't necessarily eat that kind of food every day and maintain a healthy lifestyle. And then if you want to eat well, I find that it's really expensive in Singapore. Like there's a few places where you can get, I don't know, healthier food like salads and stuff, but they generally are quite expensive. So I think what's good about the UK is that in the supermarkets they're a lot more clued up on like health conscious food and vegan food, gluten-free. What's that health food store in Singapore? Little Farms. Oh my god, have you guys been into Little Farms? Like the prices are absolutely extortionate. I walk in there, I look for something, I'm like, no, I'm leaving with nothing because it's just so expensive. But when it comes to eating right, I think it's just best that you make your own food at home. I think that goes without saying. Like if you are trying to eat better, I think it's always better to make your own meals so that you know what's actually going into them. I always advise that. But it's a lot easier to be active in Singapore because of the weather. So I guess like pros and cons. Do you see yourselves living out of the UK forever? So no, we are planning to go back to the UK at some point next year, to relocate back to the UK. Honestly, we don't see the UK as necessarily long term. It's just something that, I don't know, I guess our hearts are just cooling there at the moment and we feel like it's time to go back and really spend time with our friends and family. It's just that time of life. I don't necessarily think we'll be in the UK like long term forever. I think we're both very open to living and working in other places. I think once you've done it in one country, it kind of gives you the confidence to explore living in other countries as well. So never say never. What are you most looking forward to do and to eat when you get back to the UK? Honestly, just spend quality time with friends and family. That's number one for me. I'm excited about finally getting a house. It's something we could never have done in Singapore, is be able to actually afford our own home here to buy. So it's something that we're going to do but when we move back to the UK. So I'm really looking forward to that. Also just exploring a whole new country. I know that sounds silly since we are English, but there's so much of the UK we haven't seen and explored because we were so much younger when we lived there. So I'm really excited to do that, and I'm really excited for English summers, travel to Europe. There's so much of Europe that we haven't seen. Yeah, there's lots I'm looking forward to. So, okay, I'm going to try this last flavour, the Jurong. Let's give this a try. This one's a lot darker. It's actually completely black. Oh, that's really good. Oh my gosh. Woo. That is the spiciest one of them all. This is a pumpkin sweet rice drink. I love pumpkin. I really like that. I'm such a big fan of pumpkin. Oh, this is going to be my new favourite. Who would have thought? I like rice drinks. What do you think of Singaporean influencers versus those in the UK? I would say the main difference is that not a lot of people are doing it in Singapore. I can't speak so much for Instagram, but I know on the YouTube side of it, there's potential for so many Singaporean YouTubers to come through, and honestly, I encourage everybody to start a YouTube channel, because the amazing thing about YouTube is that you can talk about literally anything, like any interest you have, and as long as you share it and you share it well, you will find a community of like-minded people. I just think in Singapore there's so many genres and avenues that still haven't been discussed or shared on YouTube in Singapore, and if you are watching and you're Singaporean, you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would say just do it. The easiest thing to do is to just start. So I think the main difference is the amount of people doing it. There's just everyone in the UK is doing it, whereas barely anyone in Singapore is doing it. So get on it, guys. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap the video up there, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for leaving me your questions as always, and if you want to go check out SingSingMart and grab yourself some Korean food and snacks, they have an online and offline store, so I will link them down below for you guys so you can check them out. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed seeing me choke on spicy food. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.